Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about JoJo Siwa. I don't really particularly talk about this person, don't really care for her really at all. But I kind of wanted to bring it to an attention because she recently went on and talked about how she felt like she was pressured to be part of the LGBT community when she was when she was a teenager and stuff like that, because of the fact that she wore rainbows or whatever, and she was told that men are yucky and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And I know some people are like upset or whatever, especially the LGBT community, but at the same time, I can get behind it. I can get behind it because Hollywood do manipulate. Like, y'all got to remember, she's in Hollywood, and and in California particularly, they live in this bubble, especially around LA, where they will tell you it's better to be LGBT over straight, and they'll promote it. They'll throw it in our faces. They created law. They put into laws about parents going against the grain about their children being that kind of stuff or whatever. Like, it's being infested into the schools, into movies and shows all the time. And then some people will be like, why would you care or whatever? Because stuff like this, because look, you have a young girl who is finally comfortable with the fact, like, hey, I was manipulated into this stuff. And it is believable. It is definitely believable that she was pressured by the LGBT community and by Hollywood and people around her circle, telling her, like, you need to come out or whatever. Because think about it, it's revolutionary. Because think about it, you were rewarding people for being LGBT more so than anything else. So let's not pretend like, oh, she isn't married to her feelings about it. She is, because I believe that she was manipulated. I don't care what none of y'all say. A lot of the LGBT people that we deal with, a lot of them have. If you go into their past, they have been manipulated, or something happened to them that never got help for, and you come to find out, like, wait, hold on, you never got help for that. You never addressed that, and you correlate that to the reason why. Just like how there's been discussions about Raven Simone and how her lesbianism and her wife is fake as fuck. And again, as a person who see Hollywood, I believe it. I believe that she was manipulated. I believe that she correlates some nonsense that happened with her childhood, especially with her father, now that he's dead, and that's the reason why you reject men. It it's okay. It's okay. Just like she was manipulated into believing that it'll be good for your thing because you're a teenage girl, you're gay, and you can be the first young whatever queer, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Because it did elevate her career when she came out and said that she was into, you know, women, that she wasn't into men. You know what I mean? Without ever experimenting. And then it's kind of funny because isn't that the same things, like y'all say that women are allowed to explore their sexuality to see what they like or whatever and stuff like that. But this young lady, she is exploring her sexuality or whatever, and yet people are upset that she's exploring her sexuality and she's with a giga chad man. Like, you can't get mad that she doesn't really feel as gay as she thought she was, because again, she was able to be outside of the bubble for a bit to see what's on the other side. Like, half the people who be saying that, like, y'all, a lot of people who are artists stuff, a lot of y'all are doing it because you want to be special, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, and you doing this stuff because it's a grift. It's honestly a grift, and it's okay to call a spade on that. A lot of people are grifting on LGBT. Like, it is, because you you can get a lot of money, you can get a lot of praise. You're not allowed to be criticized if you are or aren't or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, for God's sakes, they push they push LGBT stuff on social media more so than anything else, and it's okay to call it out. You know what I mean? Let's call a spade at this point. I've seen it. You know what I mean? I especially being on social media, Instagram or whatever, you will see more LGBT art being pushed more so than anything else. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I would see more guys on guy action that's allowed, but if you do female on female, not really. And then especially if you do male on female, you know, you're getting blocked. You know what I'm saying? Or suppressed or removed because you're endangering the community. But let a man shake his ass. Let two men be on there pretending to be. I mean, hell, some of y'all get mad. Some of y'all get mad when y'all find out that some of the OnlyFans models or porn stars are not really gay and stuff like that. Well, yeah, because it's money. They know they get money from this shit. And they get mad and talking about sexuality isn't something you can just choose or whatever. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that because apparently a lot of people are choosing it for careers because she elevated her career, just like JoJo Siwa elevated her career or whatever. And then when she realized that she became an adult, it ain't working no more. She was like, "Fuck this shit." Again, you can get mad at a wall, but to diminish her feelings about how she felt, how she feels manipulated, I don't know. I believe it because we've seen how social media, we've seen how Hollywood is, where they do push that kind of stuff onto people, or especially onto the young people, like that guy from Stranger Things or whatever. He never said he was gay until people start speculating in on the show or whatever, and then he was like, yeah, I guess I am gay and stuff like that. And then when he came out to his parents were like, yeah, we figured, we've been trying to tell you that for years. What? No, what? Wait, what? No, what? No. It was people speculating on him, pushing that shit onto him, and he kind of just, I guess I am. You know what I'm saying? When people keep doubling down on it, of course you're gonna be like, I guess so. You know what I mean? Because we're kind of pushing people into it. We're telling them that they have to be. Or for instance, like Hollywood with shows, a lot of times some of the characters aren't a lot of the characters are not gay, right? But because they have they show close bonds with each other, the audience start shipping them, right? And then a lot of the shows will play into it without really playing into it, or will change the show around to accommodate that fanship. And you just be like, what? Wait, hold on. Time out, flag on the play. Because you're manipulating people. You're manipulating people into believing that that's something or whatever, when majority of the people don't want that shit. And when majority of the people who are watching it are not LGBT, just because there are people, just because it's a loud minority of them on social media posting or whatever. But again, the algorithm roots for them. You get what I'm saying? The algorithm roots for them. Like, let's be honest, if I really wanted to get more views on stuff, I would probably draw, especially on Instagram, I'd probably draw nothing but a lot of men thirst traps, and I probably would get a lot of people to follow me or whatever. But I'm not going to do that because it wouldn't be right, and it's a balance. You know, of course, on my page, yes, I have beautiful women and I have beautiful men. Yes, I have drawn men, I have drawn women as well in, I guess, sexual poses, whatever, and stuff like that. I've drawn both sides. I've drawn both sides of the coin, and if I really wanted to, I could have leaned on to that, but I'm not going to because I also have an audience that likes my comic book artwork and my anime artwork and my cartoon artwork. So it's a balancing act, honestly, to try to figure out, like, okay, who am I going to, you know what I'm saying? Could I do it? Of course. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fully lean onto it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how the algorithm is, and I know how that could be a turn off to some people. You know what I mean? Even though, you know, as much as I hate to say it, people tend to like when you kind of draw a little bit of naughty stuff a lot. You know, and I was one of those people, because it's kind of funny because I do get people coming on my page sometimes when they get mad at me. They be like, I know you ain't talking because you drawing porn and stuff like that. I'm drawing, and I'm like, where? You drew this guy and he doesn't have a shirt on. Okay, and or you drew this woman in a bikini. Okay, and or you drew a woman's ass, her bare ass. Okay, and you drew this guy bare ass. Okay, and do you see any sexual intercourse on there? No. Then guess what? It's not porn. Jesus Christ. It's like people forgot about life drawing classes. You know, human realism drawing classes. Guess what? If you take them, you're going to draw people naked in poses. That's kind of the thing. It's kind of self-explanatory. So to be like, oh, you're drawing, no, because I've never really drawn characters really do the devil's tango, and I really do avoid doing it because I don't want to do it. I don't want to be the person to do it. Could I do it? Of course I could, but I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying? Especially because when, for some reason, when I draw women a lot, I always get flagged because I'm endangering the community a lot. So a lot of my women drawings get taken off of my page because Instagram's like it's a threat to the community. What fucking community? Again, y'all, y'all will have more LGBT shit in my face, but the moment I draw a woman sexy, it's a problem. If she's overly sexualized or if she's too sexy, like be so for real right now. So I don't know. I just find it weird. I find the whole entire thing weird, and I can't really blame JoJo for like her feelings about the whole situation because she is right that she has been manipulated. She has people in her ear from the LGBT community and the likes telling her that this is what she needs to do. And for anybody who's saying that she's lying, you just don't want to admit the truth. You don't want to admit the truth that it is manipulation, that it is in everybody's face, and people are tired of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are my thoughts. What you guys think? Comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everybody.